Yo, what's going on, everybody? To CrabLord back again. These videos look like absolute dog shit, but it's whatever. I'll be back soon in my original place in about a week, so I'll be able to look my Sunday best. Anyway, today we're going to be doing a How to Sound Like Don Toliver Part 2 video to the song After Party. Before we get in the video, make sure you haven't already subscribed to the notification bell as well to never miss a video that I post. Also, make sure to check out my description down below. A lot of sweet things down there, like preset packs, equipment, not this equipment, but my good one. All my social media, all my music, a support link for the preset packs, and a DistroKid link to get 5% off your sign up for your music everywhere, including TikTok. Also, I shaved my face, so I look a lot younger than I might have before. That's cool, right? Anywho, Don Toliver After Party. Let's get in the video. This video is gonna suck.
Okay, I pull up, hop out at the after party. You and all your friends, yeah, they love to get naughty. Sipping on a head, I know you love that Bacardi. 1942, I take you back in that Rari.
Doesn't sound good at all.
Lights, know I watch the cars, smoking weed, know I'm getting high, know I...
And boys, we are rolling. We are rolling. My grandpa's name was Roland. So once again, I apologize ahead of time. The quality is dog shit. And it's also light out now because I got scared last night. There are those Asian hornets outside or something else. So basically what we got here are the tracks. So what I have here are both the Blue recording and also the Rock Band mic recording. But we're going to base this off of the Blue microphone because I'm sure most of you would have that rather than the microphone that is for Rock Band.
Hop out at the after party. You and all your friends, yeah, they love to get naughty.
Anyway, let's start off with this. So I brought my dry track below the lead. There's nothing on it, and we're just gonna pull everything down like we normally do. Let's make it simple and quick. Okay, and also here, I threw a channel EQ onto the stereo section. If you hit I up here, and you go to the stereo and make sure it's a stereo out. Everything I show you is basically just a regular mix. There's no other production done to it like a master. When everything's mixed, you want to level everything out with a final EQ sometimes, but we'll get to that after this. So first and foremost, we got pitch correction because I happen to suck at singing anything. I hate explaining it. Major scale C. Response time's at 0 because I just want it to be at 0. If you need it, you need it. If you don't, you don't. Major scale C is what I found to work for me for this. It's not gonna be the same for you. And if you want to find the right one, I recommend only switching between major scale and natural minor scale and just checking every single root from top to bottom until you sound good. What does it sound like?
Sipping on a head, I know you love that Bacardi.
And what also hinders the quality of this video, I'm recording this in a kitchen. It's not that big of a kitchen, but it's an open area. This mic is picking up everything else, so I have a lot of reverb in this room. Noise gate because there's a lot of extra noise, and I want it to all go away. It is Dynamics Noise Gate Mono. We're talking about a tighten up. So you go to the top, you go down to tighten up, and then you just take the threshold to -40. It's that easy, and let's play it.
Sipping on a head, I know you love that Bacardi.
Next, we got a channel EQ. Let's clean it up. With the Don Toliver vocal. Sounded like a lot of it was high frequency, not a lot of low. And this mic didn't really pick up any low frequency. If you hear me talking, look how like it barely does anything unless I do this and get real close to it, but then that's only because of that. Doesn't matter. Basically, all I really did was I took the orange guy and skipped this one and just took it all the way down around the 100 area just to cut it off so it's a nice slope to 200. And then all I did was take the blue, took it to about 4620, and I raised it 6.8. And then this final guy, we just took him around 16,700. Let's make it 15,000, -24. Close it, and we will play it what we have so far.
Sipping on a head, I know you love that Bacardi.
A little bit of cringe factor. It's okay. Next, we got a pedal board. Pedal board kind of smashes everything together. It's a compressor, but I want it to be very strong because this mic wasn't that good. Once again, I'm complaining about the microphone because apparently I want to make excuses for myself when apparently I'm just not good enough to make a goddamn video. Amps and pedals, pedal board mono. When you're inside of it, the only thing I did was I brought over a squash compressor. And what that is found in is over here. You just scroll to the bottom, grab it, and drag it over. Drag it over. Sustain -23. Level is 2. Attack is slow. If you don't like how yours sounds and it sounds too strong, you can always change the level, maybe a little lower. This could be good too, but I'm gonna make it 2 because I'm an idiot. Play it.
Sipping on a head, I know you love that Bacardi.
Sounds a little more squashed together, not as crazy. Next, we got a compressor, so we're gonna put a compressor underneath that compressor to compress it more. This could be a mistake. Dynamics compressor mono. We have a Studio FET crack in here. I wanted to make a stronger sounding one, just because there's a lot of effects, and when there's a lot of effects, you can really hide if your vocal was a little messed up. So Studio FET, talking about a ratio of 4.2 to 1. Threshold of -24.5. Megabuff 4. Auto gain is off. Attack of 20. Faster attack, and a release of 140. Slower release. Soft distortion, and then that's it. I hate everything.
Sipping on a head, I know you love love that Bacardi.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, now we're moving on to a console EQ. Another EQ to kind of mess with it a little more. EQ, vintage EQ collection, vintage console EQ, mono. If you don't have that, remember Logic, a sound library, download all available sounds, and you'll get it. So within it, what we did here, the low gain is plus 10. That might be a little too much for a low gain, row gain. We can equip between like 7.5, let's do it 8. Mid gain is 3.8, and the high gain is -3 because it was kind of scratchy. We wanted to remove some of that high. The low frequency is set at 65, so that's what it's boosting, and the drive's at 2. Low frequency is 65, that is where the low would be boosted, and then mid is at 4K. Close it and play it.
Sipping on a head, I know you love that Bacardi.
Next, we'll do a Chroma Verb. So Chroma Verb is found in Reverb, Chroma Verb, mono stereo. Inside the Chroma Verb, what we do is make it a reflective hall. And when you pick the reflective hall, you just click the top, click down here. 22% wet, 100% dry. That is how much of your main voice is there, and the wet is how much of the effect is there. K is 1.8. That's how much it extends when you talk. For example, if it's 100, it sounds like that. Distance is 62% because that is how much of the percent is of the distance. Density 29%. Density, I assume, is how thick it is or dense. I'm at 29, size 60, and we close it. And as much as I don't really enjoy how it sounds, this is what the best I could do was.
Sipping on a head, I know you love that Bacardi.
Also, real quick, what you can do, this sounds very thin and flat. To boost it, we're gonna hit Command D, and I'm gonna do that trick I do almost in a lot of my videos. You just drag it down to completely copy it, and then add a delay, sample delay, mono stereo, and then make the right about like 800. Make sure sample delay comes after the Chroma Verb, because if not, it sounds really bad. It gets like a very weird sound. And then you can talk on both of them and then play them.
Sipping on a head, I know you love that Bacardi.
Well, with that being said, what I can say now is, when you're done mixing your vocals, go into the inspector gadget, and what you see here is you go down and it'll say stereo out. You should always make it a little quieter so you give room for loud noises. So I have about -5. It's not going to change the quality. But also you can click where you can add a channel EQ, the little box. And what you can do while it plays is just watch where the analyzer works and just bump it to try to flatten it and make it even across the board. But anyway, now that we did that, now we can just freestyle and have a good time, even though I am not having a good... The noise of the cicadas is not okay.
Hey, I just went to home and I went to school, and then I woke up in the morning and I said I was cool, cause I was walking around the house with my dick hanging down my jeans. Yeah, 25 bitches in my backyard. I was like, baby, what you doing? Get up back in my car. I said I'd take you to the gas station, and if you're lucky enough, I'll buy you a PlayStation. Hey, what came first, the chicken or the egg? I don't give a fuck, man. Call my dad Greg. His name ain't even Greg, but I call him that today. He was like, hey, Evan, you live in California, A. I was like, I'm gonna move back quick, cause I don't like it out there. It's too lonely, and I don't even pay the bus fare, cause I have a car, but it broke down and it's in the garage. The battery died. I said my name was Raj.
That's about it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed that video, learned something as well. I'm sorry my quality sucks. Make sure to drop a like in the video, leave a comment down below, tell me what you think, what else to do next. Also, make sure to check out my description down below. A lot of sweet things down like preset packs. I don't even care anymore. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. This has been a CrabLord hustling Don Toliver Part 2, aka After Party. And Logic Pro 10 uses only stock plugins that are free. Like always, I do love you. And if you're sticking with me, even though my channel's dying,